Hi, welcome to Rooftop.icks, a special mini episode, aka Tabletop.icks. This is going to be a opportunity to talk about stuff that would not normally be in an episode, and we're just going to keep it tight, short and tight, and it's going to be all about the content. There'll be no jokes.
No jokes at all, no features. The episodes take us a little while to do, and we are very busy. So, in light of getting things out on time and on schedule, we're going to try and do these on Sundays and Tuesdays just to have news, what we're listening to, local stuff that is in New York City, just out there to you.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And you were telling me earlier that you have been listening to a lot of polka and jazz fusion.
that's not true.
Oh.
While I don't like either of those things, but I like metal, and
I thought there was supposed to be no jokes on that.
that was your thing.
Oh, okay.
You don't want jokes.
All right.
I've been listening to a lot of metal, and not all of our fans will like metal, so we don't review that much of it, but I've been listening to a lot of it, and I wanted to tell you, if you do like metal, you should be listening to the new Behemoth record, The Satanist. You should be listening to Artificial Brain Labyrinth Constellation. I saw Artificial Brain at St. Vitus last Saturday. It was incredible. The vocals are a miracle. And the new White Suns record, which I still don't remember the name of, is coming out March 28th. And I'm very excited about that. They're noisy, pummeling kind of band. It's fantastic stuff. Check it out.
Yes, and I'll tell you about some new releases I found out about today that I'm really excited about. Little Dragon on May 13th has a new album coming out. Just ahead of that, on April 19th, Record Store Day, which I'll get to in a second, she's coming out with a 7-inch as well, which will be awesome. Y Oak, I don't know if you're into Y Oak, but on April 29th, they have a new album coming out called Shriek, and it is going to be different from their last record in that they've switched instruments, is my understanding.
Cool.
So this album's going to have, I think, no guitar on it. It's going to be all synthesizer, so it's going to be a totally different sound than the last album.
That sounds right up my alley. I'll check that out.
Yep. Licky Lee last year came out with a single with David Lynch, which was really cool.
Love Licky Lee.
And
interesting.
So she's got a new album coming out. I'm not sure when, but sometime next month, I think, or May. Who knows? And then in the Who Cares department, Coldplay's coming out with a new record.
Coldplay is coming out with a new record.
Yeah.
I saw the single when it came out. The video looks like it was made by a community college film class. It's really awful. But the song is interesting because it sounds like James Blake Light.
Right.
They've eschewed their arena rock U2 worship for what sounds like Radiohead Amnesiac inspired stuff. Not great or anything, but it is interesting, and I love the first two Coldplay records, and I will defend them. So I'm interested to hear what they'll do, I guess.
It's not a record that I will ever hear unless I go to an old person's house.
An old person's house? Like how old?
I don't know. Old enough to buy Coldplay records. Okay, Record Store Day released a massive list of the releases that are coming out on Record Store Day.
Record Store Day.
Of note, of course, you saw this coming a mile away, Ron Jeremy has a compilation of classical music coming out.
He does. Understanding and Appreciating Classical Music with Ron Jeremy.
Saw that coming.
You did?
Ray Charles is going to release a 10-inch of the Ghostbusters theme.
Ray Charles?
I mean, Ray Parker Jr. Wouldn't that be awesome? Ray Charles? Then you'd be like, what?
Isn't he dead?
Yeah. Like he originally wrote the song, and then they got Ray Parker to do it. Anyway, the 10-inch on Record Store Day is going to be on glow-in-the-dark vinyl.
Beautiful.
Super exciting about that.
Is it it's a 10-inch?
Yeah, 10-inch.
Awesome.
David Bowie's re-releasing a 1984 picture disc. Have no idea what that could be.
Aladdin Sane?
Blue Jean. No, Aladdin Sane's from the 70s.
Oh, Blue Jean? Maybe it's Let's Dance.
Let's Dance. Could be.
Yeah.
No, I feel like that was later 80s. Anyway, also The Cure and Dinosaur Jr. releasing a split release on Rhino Records.
This is what I'm excited about.
7-inch.
I'm really excited.
No idea what it could be. I speculate that it's old stuff from the vault, a demo, or some live recording that never got released.
I hope it's a collaborative. I hope they switch singers.
That's likely. I think that's likely.
It's not, but I want it to be.
And then most exciting is R.E.M's releasing this huge box set from their MTV Unplugged sessions.
Which I missed. I missed that show.
It was a great show. So they did one in the 90s and then one in the 2000s. They're going to release the entirety of those sessions. Stuff that wasn't in the show. The whole, everything that got recorded.
Stuff that they cut. And
right.
stuff.
It's going to be a 4 LP set. And,
4?
yeah.
Fuck.
And there's only going to be 1,000 copies made, so I'm guessing it's going to be about $1,000 each. But if it's slightly less than that, I'll buy one.
If it's like 100, go buy it.
Mm-hmm. I'd buy it for 100. And then an upcoming performance that I'm excited about, Jim Jarmusch, or Jarmusch.
Jim Jarmusch.
Yeah.
Right?
Made a vampire movie called what?
I think it's called Last Lovers Left Alive or something.
Yeah.
Last Lovers Left Alive. That's my guess.
So there's going to be a screening. This is April 1st, by the way, this coming Tuesday. There's going to be a screening at the Sunshine Theater on Houston, and then there's going to be a performance at Santos Party House of bands from the soundtrack. And on that soundtrack is a band called White Hills, which is very psychedelic, somewhat heavy. They're all over the board. They're very distorted and something to see live. And then also on the soundtrack is Zola Jesus.
Love Zola Jesus.
Me too. Never seen her live? You have.
I have. She's incredible. Her voice sounds better live somehow. She's like operatically trained. It's an amazing.
So this is going to be an amazing performance to see that pairing of this White Hills band and Zola Jesus. Also, Jim Jarmusch's own band called Squirrel, which I have no idea what that is, but that's going to be interesting too. The guests are encouraged to wear sunglasses and dress gloves.
Vampire style.
They did one of these. Jim Jarmusch did one of these events in Berlin, and it was a huge hit. Now they're doing one in New York, and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be the cinematic event of the year.
That is insanely high praise.
This is to not be missed. I'm not going to miss it. I'm going.
That's amazing. I'm jealous.
And I think that's it for this little mini episode. April 1st, this Tuesday.
I am going to a show on Saturday, tomorrow. ABC. Oh, this won't be out.
So this will be yesterday when you're watching this.
Yeah. Well, whatever. It doesn't matter then. But I'm gonna go see Vow and Rosetta and Screaming Females tomorrow. ABC No Rio. It'll be cool.
All right. Well, we'll see you next mini-sode or next full episode. And until next time,
top of the
world to you.